So what's going on, guys? I'm bringing out a video where I talk about all the ancient things to me in the world of technology. If you watched my previous video, a lot of people ranting, yelling, saying a lot of things on that video, questioning why I was calling out people for actually saying some negative things about Android. No, it's not just because I'm an Android fan, it's because I want to know the truth about the platform. If there were some serious flaws with Android, I would want to say something about it or learn more about it. Now, I'll take you back to the G1. I had the first Android phone that was available to the public. I really liked it, but there were some serious flaws at the time with the phone, and I even went on to XDA and was asking questions. Now, who else was criticizing Android at the time? Pretty much no one besides the people that used it, because nobody else really cared for it. It wasn't known, not a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people were actually saying that it was going to succeed. Now, for the people out there that support Apple and you like iOS or whatever, I don't have a problem with you guys, but what I have a problem with is the business practices that Apple conducts. If you want to go back to the banning of Samsung phones, even the Nexus phones, I have to tell you, those are not things that make me want to support Apple. Furthermore, if you want to talk about some of the other channels or tech websites, again, the misinformation is what I care about. If you look at the Wikipedia pages, which I'm going to put links in the description, look at iOS and also look at Android. Basically, they're almost side by side on how many versions of the platform were created. So I don't feel that Android is that much more fragmented as people like to claim. I think that it has a lot of different versions because the hardware keeps getting better for the Android phones and it happens a lot quicker. Why? Because we have various manufacturers at work, and with Apple's platform you only have one manufacturer at work, and that's Apple themselves. Well, not really Apple, but you get the point. The companies that help Apple create their phones. So, and their, tablets, whatever. So I don't agree with people saying that it's too fragmented when it comes down to Android. And I don't really agree with people saying that it ruins the experience and platform and people are still worried that they can't update their phone from a few years ago. Even if you have a phone from last year, I would expect you to know that within a year or two, you're going to need to upgrade your phone. Why? Because technology keeps getting better. That's the situation that we're in, and it's a good thing. And I don't think people should be holding on to their phones for a few years, because when you play that game that you like or whatever, you probably overheat that phone so much that you probably have to toss that thing into the garbage. That's the truth. Now, if iOS is so perfect, or Apple has the perfect, example of a platform for the phone, then go with Apple. But I have to tell you that when Apple works on their products a little bit, during the year or whatever, and you have one update every so often, or a new phone every so often, that to me doesn't say that the company is innovating or has examples of innovative products on the market. This has nothing to do with any other tech channel or people out there that are talking about Android. These are my personal opinions about a company that I think is not innovating like they did with the first iPhone, because when that was on the market, that was a big deal. And yes, Android came along, but that's a good thing. Competition in the market. These are good things to expect when you have companies competing like this. Now, somebody was mentioning on my other video Firefox and Ubuntu. I think those are amazing platforms to get onto the phone because it creates more competition. Eventually, Google is going to have to create new features to compete with those phones. So yes, it's all good. Allow the competition to come into place, have all the people competing with each other, and let's get the best phones possible. I don't really care if you use Apple, Android, Ubuntu, Firefox, whatever you want to use on your phone, whatever platform it is. If you like it, that's what matters. But if you want to talk about companies, how they conduct their business, Apple has a lot of learning to do about this industry. They are not a mobile telecommunications company. They start a lot of lawsuits, a lot of problems with the other companies, and I think now they're just learning that it's not going to be that simple to get their way like they usually did in the other industries they succeeded in, which was home computing, the desktop computer. We're in different times today. It's mobile computing, and if you don't have a lot of mobile communications patents, you're going to be in big trouble. And I think Apple's learning that right now. There's a lot of things changing in technology, a lot of stuff that's out there, and Apple's going to have to find their way within the market. I'm not saying they're not going to succeed. I'm just saying that a lot of the other companies competing with them are learning the game a lot faster. That's my personal opinion. You guys can tell me, post a comment down below. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.